In this video, I'd like to briefly go over the PivotGrid form. The PivotGrid form is typically used for analyzing data. We have several columns to the left here. This is our country energy per year. We don't need longitude or latitude, so let's right-click at the top here and click Field List, and we'll drag those off. Let's close that. Now we have the columns that we're mainly interested in. The name we're going to keep over here because we want to see the energy consumption by country. We will add the consumption over to the data. Here you can see the details of the consumption per year, per sector, and per country. If we want to go further, we can drag the sector up. Now we have a list of sectors here with the consumption rates. We can go even further and drag the year up here. Here we have the sectors and the years, and then we see the consumptions for those years. Now if we want to rearrange that, we can drag that in front, the year in front of the sector, and now we have it banded by year and the sector, and then we see the consumptions below with the grand totals. The grand totals are right here. If we right click, show a chart, and we'll drag this chart up. Let's click on Austria. As you can see, we have a chart that's formed to the data and the way we structured it in the PivotGrid. So if we were to move things around, the chart would also change. We select Bulgaria, and the chart reflects Bulgaria. If we hold down the Shift key and select multiple rows, the chart will reflect the multiple rows. Now the PivotGrid is again used for analysis, so there's no way to edit the records forming the data. In order to edit the records containing the data behind the PivotGrid, we have a view up here. The default view is the PivotGrid view, and the edit view would be a normal grid view. And now here we can do the editing. We can double click, we can change the records, save it, we can add more records, and we can delete. And once we're done, we can go back to the default view